Hi, Francesca. We start to record this session for you too. So let's start at page 17 in our book. Okay, let's do reading and use of English part 3. Okay, let's start. Okay, what are we going to do in this part 3? Mara, could you please read it?
In this task, there is a text with 8 gaps, plus one example. At the end of each line with a gap, you will see a word in a capital letter. You have to form a new word based on the word in capitals to fill the gap. So from use, you might form useful, usefully, usefulness, etc.
And so on,
You
yes.
need to decide what kind of word goes in the gap. An adjective, a verb, a noun, or an adverb. You must spell each word correctly to get the mark. US and UK spelling are both accepted. You need to know how prefixes and suffixes are used in forming words. You might add the prefix "in" to perfect to make imperfect, for example, or the suffix "ion" to make imperfection, or even both to make imperfection.
Yes.
You need to know about compound words in English, kind-hearted, cold-hearted, and hard-hearted, for example, are compound adjectives formed by combining two words. You also need to think about the meaning of the text. If the gap needs an adjective, should it be positive, comfortable, or useful, or negative, uncomfortable, useless, for example?
Okay, now let's try to identify the part of the speech. What part of the speech is needed and to complete each gap? So you have to tell me if it's an adjective, a verb, or noun, and how do you know? Okay, let's try to do it. Number 1, let's go, Marta, please.
Okay. Campbell is one of the most companies in the country. I think it is an adjective.
It is an adjective, yes.
I don't know which one.
Which one we can put, I don't know, unusual, well-known.
Okay, well-known.
Okay, yes, one. Of course, we don't have a choice, so
We don't
we
have
just,
a choice.
no. So just to identify, because it's very important to identify what kind of word we need. Because if we identify what kind of word is much easier to get onto the right one, because probably you got the root one and then you decide, because if you know that it's an adjective and for example you got, I don't know, fun, of course the adjective would be funny, okay, because you identify the way. Okay, let's go on.
A few years ago, because of its controversial research program, is a noun.
It is a noun. What kind of noun could be, for example? Headlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be. Go on, Mara.
Since then, scarcely a month has gone by when it has not in the news for some.
It has not, so what would it be?
An adjective.
It has not.
No, an adverb.
No, actually a verb. Yeah.
It has not.
For example, yeah, as picture, appeared. Yeah, okay. Go on up to the end, Mara, please.
In the news for some or other.
Or another. Yeah.
Noun.
A noun that could be for some reason.
But if you visit company headquarters, There is every likelihood that you will be impressed by what you see. An adverb.
This is an adverb. Yes, it can be also many.
Certainly.
Rather, extremely. Okay. Yes, many. I mean, you can put many. Now let's try to complete this table. Sorry, I got my mouse battery is low, so sometimes it's just. Believe me, without mouse, I'm lost. Okay. Okay, now complete this table. The first row has been completed as an example. Okay, so we have the noun, the verb, the adjective, and adverb. Like comparison, compare, comparative, or incomparable, comparatively, incomparably. Okay, so even positive and negative you can have. So of course, I'm sorry for Francesca, I'm not gonna write it because right here with a PDF is really impossible in a proper way, of course. But we are going to pronounce them and I'm going to repeat. So in a way that if you don't listen very well, your colleague Mara and Marta, I'm going to repeat what you say. Okay, let's try to do, each one of you is doing a line. So Marta, start with instability and stabilizer.
As a verb, I think of stabilize.
Stabilize or? Destabilize.
Adjective, stable and unstable.
Sure, stable, unstable.
As an adverb,
Something else with adjective. Stabilizing.
sure.
Stabilizing or stabilized. That it's like a verb, but is the adjective as a verb. It's an adjective. Okay.
Okay, we're doing the adjective.
Yeah, we are still in the adjective square. Yeah.
Adverb,
Stably,
and unstably.
and unstably. Yes, good. Now you got high, Mara. You start with the adjective, and you have to find out the noun and everything else. Very easy because you got just one H.
Okay. The adverb is highly.
The adverb is highly, yes. The noun. Your
High.
high.
Okay.
Yes, the high. Yes. And
Sorry, how is it spelled?
the spelling is H-E-I-G-H-T.
Okay, I lost a letter, sorry.
You lost a letter.
Yeah.
Found it back.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the verb? It's not so common, but it's heighten. Heighten. That is like the same spelling as I, but at the end you put en. Heighten is the verb. Okay, let's get into power. Yeah, Marta.
Power.
Yes, we got the power as a verb, but we got another one that is so much used in business.
Empower.
Empowering is another verbal
With
form.
U and M.
E-M, power, empower. Yes, E-M.
Powerful.
Powerful.
Powerful. And powerful.
Yes, yes. You got a couple for power and couple for empower. So adjective with power is powerful and no, powerful and powerless. Okay, and adjective for empowered, there are empowered and empowering. Okay, let's get into adverbs. You don't have enough space. I know that the space that you have on your book is limited, but the words sometimes they are more. So adverb, what are we going to put? Just with power. We don't use any adverb with empower, even because it's getting too long. Powerfully.
Yeah.
And?
Powerfully.
No. Powerlessly. Terribly. Terribly. Yes. Oh, let's get on to observe. We have the verb observe and the noun Mara are? Yes, observation. And think about the person that is the observer. Yeah, observer. Then we get into adjective.
Observative.
No. Observant. And observational. Observational. Observational.
And the other one was?
Observant.
The adverb?
The adverb? Observantly. 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 I'm repeating just for Francesca, that is that. Otherwise she's getting asleep. Okay. No, that's it, that's it. What about develop? What the noun, you say?
The developer.
Developer, yeah?
The person.
Yes.
And,
No, there's another one. Development.
oh, yeah.
Development and developer. Then we get into the adjectives. Developing.
Yeah.
Developing, but be careful because with developing, we are undeveloping, underdeveloping, overdeveloping. All technical words. And then we have, of course, developed and developed. Oh gosh, development.
That one.
Mental. Developmental. 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 And the adverb.
Developmentally.
Yes, developmentally. With double L. Wow, this developing things is really. Yes. Painful. Okay, let's go on doubt and doubter. Verb bara. Think about infinitive.
Doubting.
Oh, doubt. Just doubt. Yeah,
just
even if it's the same, don't look for any stranger word. It could be the same. So the noun and the verb are the same word in this case, doubt. Then what do we have as an adjective? What? Full? Doubtful? Adjective? Or doubtless? Or doubting? Doubting. But also the negative of undoubted. And what about the verb? Doubtfully. Yeah, very good. Doubtfully and no, undoubtedly. I make do the spelling, it's better.
Okay.
Yes, UNDOUBTEDLY. You got it?
Yeah.
Very good. And doubtless. Of course, these are not the only ones that we have. We have so many. Look at next page. We have useful language, understanding suffixes. Here are just a few of the suffixes used in English. Let's complete the table with some examples. So I can just give suggestions, but if you have some more, you're welcome. So the first one is done, of course. So we have with suffixes er or er, and the effect is that makes a noun from a verb, a person who does something, or an object that does something, like a computer, hairdryer, fighter, commuter, sailor, infiltrator, processor, compressor. Okay, this is the most common. Then we have the suffix dom that makes a noun from another noun or adjective. The meaning is a state or condition, a realm or territory. For example, kingdom or dukedom or a state like freedom, wisdom, boredom. Okay, I think more than enough. Now suffix double E. Okay, makes a person noun from a verb. A person affected by the verb. Employee. What else? Attendee. The person who is attended. Appointee. The person who is appointed. The appointee. The trainee. An interviewee. Yes, because you got the interviewer and the interviewee. What is happened with en? Makes a verb from an adjective and goes to a a quality. For example, blacken, black, blacken. Damp, dampen. Chip, damp is humid. Chip, chippen. Sharp, sharpen. Okay, you got it? Okay. Then we got hood. That is quite common, makes an abstract noun from a person noun. So the state of being, particular type of person,
Like
childhood, adulthood, motherhood, manhood, boyhood. Very good. Very good. We are poets today.
Yeah.
Less. Make an adjective from a noun. Being without something. You know the less word. Meaningless. Airless. Heartless. Thoughtless. Sometimes we are thoughtless completely. What are you thinking about? I'm completely thoughtless. Nameless. Person without a name. Then we got meant. Always makes a noun from a verb. It's the process or result of making or doing something. Like, what do you say? Development, achievement, commitment, or retirement, but even payment or replacement. Then we got proof. That combines with a noun to form an adjective, cannot be harmed by. Like bulletproof or your mascara, waterproof or fireproof or even childproof. It's a childproof furniture. Okay. Now, use one of those in a contest. So, make new words from the words in capitals at the end of each line to complete the sentences. Words all use a suffix from exercise 1. So, it's quite easy for you to locate. Do one by one. Mara is starting.
The weather spent is in a quite seaside village. Boyhood.
Boyhood. His boyhood.
We are too busy at work that there was no time to suffer from boredom.
Boredom. Boredom.
Can you leave me your pink knife?
Penknife. Penknife.
I just need to my pencil. Just to,
Sharpen. Yen. Final yen. Sharpen. Sharpen my pencil with a sharpener.
Yes, what would applicants for the job? The chief person to decide who will make the best appointee.
Appointee or even appointment, because we don't know what they are talking about, but both words are correct. Appointee or appointment.
It was very of you not to give Sue a call on her birthday.
Yes. Huh.
Thinkless.
Thoughtless.
Ah,
Thoughtless. You got the less, but with a thought. Yes. Thoughtless. Okay. Okay, Marta.
The presidential power will of course be completely bulletproof.
Bulletproof. Bulletproof.
the morning trains to the city are always packed with community.
No, the people that are going from one town to another to work, how do they call you? You call them the i pendolari.
Non so come
Commuters.
dire. Ah, ok.
Commuters.
Non so la parola.
Yes, commuters. That is from commute. Commuters.
We are looking for some who will offer total commitment to the company.
Commitment. Commitment. Very good, girls. Okay. Now, the same more or less, but with prefixes. I know that this exercise, they could be boring as when you study music, do, do, la, la, so, so. I know, but as the same, they are necessary because they give you information, they give you skills, and they prepare you to think in a different way. So even to look at the words in a different way, to immediately locate if it's an adjective and what I can put before or after. So they are very useful. They could be a bit boring at the beginning, but then it's like, you know, when you're doing crosswords, yeah, just to do your own brainstorming. So it's very useful.
For me, the big problem is that I don't have really a big vocabulary.
So these exercises, they're perfect for you because when you don't have a big vocabulary, they just put out so many words and you can immediately understand that if you know one word, actually you got already at least 5 or 6 other words connected. So to know one word in English doesn't know to know just one word, like it could be in other languages, in Italian as well. But if you know one root, one word, then you can think that you can connect. So sometimes we are even trying, like Marta was doing before, she was inventing some words because of course she knows how to use, how to manipulate the language. And so it's better to make mistakes, but try. Okay. Because sometimes you can get the right one. And this exercise, they are just made for you. Okay, now match the underlined prefixes that you've got in these sentences to the meanings in the prefixes in the box. So we have the box here with again, not, against, not, below, not enough, not, and too much. And then you got some underlined words that you can just change them. Okay. For example, then explain the meanings of the word with underlined prefixes. I'm helping you, of course. Okay, let's try to do number 1. Go in, Marta.
Youth is very late. I guess you must have overslept by then. It's too much.
Too much. Overslept is too much. Okay. Overslept. Number 2.
The teacher asked us to rewrite the exercise correcting all our mistakes.
Okay.
Again.
Again, yes. Read is again, rewrite, write again. Super.
We underestimated the amount of money we would spend on holiday, not enough.
Not enough. Underestimated. Didn't estimate highly enough. Yes, underestimated.
There have been a number of anti-government demonstrations in the last year.
Government. So, anti means
Against.
against. Yes, anti means against. Why?
The little boy excitedly unwrapped the parcel.
Not. Unwrap is not. That means
That
unwrapping.
removing the outside thing.
Yeah.
paper.
Okay. Took the wrapping off.
Yeah.
Okay. The parcel or the present, whatever. Okay. 6. A parcel.
What is it?
Is the parcel el pacchetto? Okay. Thank you, Mara. Just ask every time. Yes.
It's very irresponsible to go climbing without telling anyone your plans.
Okay, 6.
Not before.
Yes, IR is not. It's like I in or IL or I am. They're all forms of putting not. So to do a negative from a positive meaning. So irresponsible means, of course, not responsible, yes. Okay, 7.
Unfortunately, this word is substandard.
Yes.
Below.
Below, yes. So it's not up to standard means not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good enough. Substandard, the standard is the acceptable level. Okay.
Fletcher thought he had scored, but the goal was disallowed by the referee.
Disallowed, yes.
Did not.
Not allowed, not considered acceptable as well. Very good. Now let's suggest more example of word for each. No, don't do it, but we can. For example, there are other words that are other example of word for each of the prefixes in exercise 1, like overrated, like I am now, overrated, overexcited, always with the hyphen, okay, overeat, overworked, that is without the hyphen actually, because some are with, some without, with some other words, redo, rewrite. Oh, sorry. I don't have that in front of me because I was scrolling. Re-examine.
Yeah.
And under, with money, get underpaid, undereducated.
Yeah. Also underage.
Underage, very good. Anti.
Right. This with everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Anti-mommy. No. Anti-war.
Yeah.
Anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Anti-authority. Yes. See? Unzip. Unlock. Yes. Untie. IR. Irrelevant. Irrational. They're all negative.
Yeah.
Irregular, like the verbs.
Yeah.
It's negative, irregular. Okay. Subnormal. Subhuman. So many subhuman. Sub-zero. Below zero. Sub-zero. This. Disrespectful. Disprove. Disbelieve. Discontinue. Okay, very good. I think that's more than enough. Okay, let's try now to do. I've got time. Actually, we do this. We do this, and then I'll let you go. Okay. Okay. Make new words from the words in capitals. This is just what you are supposed to do in the exam, more or less. Okay, Mara, let's go.
We had an unusually cold winter with temperatures for 2 months. Under zero.
No, you have to use one of those that we have just. So you see, if it's very cold, yes. Sub-zero. That is below.
Ah, okay.
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 Okay, because it's very cold, so.
So it's not under.
It's not under, because under is wrong. The two words, possible words, they are below zero when you're talking about temperature, or sub-zero. As here you're asked to use one of those, one prefix, you use sub-zero. Because of course below zero is correct, but they are asking you to use a prefix here, and below is not a prefix, it's another word. Okay, very good. 2.
Everyone is released. Story is just in another possible.
Okay, if disbelieved. Everyone disbelieved his story. It just didn't seem at all plausible. Of course, in a normal way, you could say everyone didn't believe, but it exists. So they could ask you, disbelieved, actually, because it's regular, unbelievable, it's regular. Okay, 3.
Teachers sometimes complain of being and overworked. Underpaid.
Yes, underpaid. Teachers sometimes complain of being underpaid and overworked.
Students often tend to be a bit anti-establishment, but they usually become less radical with age. That's
not always true, but anyway, students often tend to be anti-establishment. Okay, that's good, but usually become less radical with age, they say. 5.
I'm sorry to be so. I'd like to think things over for another day. To be so.
From this side, we have
on the side.
undecisive. Undecisive. Sorry, indecisive. My fault. Indecisive. IN. Indecisive. Indeciso.
Don't means well, but his contribution to our meetings are often rather unhelpful.
Unhelpful. George means well, but his contributions to our meetings are often rather unhelpful. So actually, we stop here, and I'm not gonna give you this. Trying to do page 20 by yourself at home. Okay. And then let's discuss together next time your experiments. Okay, so actually for you, Martha, you know very well it's completely the same exercise that you and Francesca, they made with the B2. But of course, the kind of vocabulary they used is much more complex. But try to do it. And please do not forget the advice that you have on the side, because they are helping you a lot to think about. So what part of the speech do you need here? You know, that is something that helps you to make more reflections on the exercise. Okay. Okay. Goodbye for the moment. I close even here. Goodbye, Francesca. See you. I hope that would be enough for you. Big kiss.